In today's video, we're going to be talking about the toxic leadership within the Marine Corps. This video might make me lose some subscribers. I might lose respect within the community because people think I'm talking bad about the Marine Corps, but that's not the case. I want to say that up front. I love the Marine Corps. Marine Corps was a great opportunity for myself to be a part of, and I don't regret it whatsoever. But there is a problem within the organization because people are not staying in for a reason. It's not just people like, oh, I just want to leave. No, people are leaving the Marine Corps for a reason. And one of the main reasons why people are not staying in the Marine Corps is the toxic leadership. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so when I was thinking about how I would approach this video, I was like, well, I don't want to seem like I'm just ranting. I don't want to seem like I'm bitching, quote unquote, because that's what people are going to say. They're going to say, oh, he's just being a bitch. He's just bitching. So I was thinking of how am I supposed to approach this video? So what I decided to do is just give you examples, and you as the viewer can determine if it's toxic or not. So one of the very first toxic leadership examples I can give you is when I very first hit the fleet. In 2017, 2018, people were still getting hazed. I'm talking about like blatantly getting hazed in front of other leaders, and that wasn't even getting fixed. But that's besides the point. But hazing was a thing when I first got to the fleet. And yes, we were getting our shit pushed the fuck in, but I expected it. I'm joining the Marine Corps. I'm in the military. It's not going to be easy. It's going to suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get treated like, you know, the junior guy. It is what it is. But a lot of people took it too far. They took it way too far. And there were actually peers of mine that were reaching out to, you know, sergeants and staff sergeants and trying to talk to these people and say, look, I'm struggling. This is not what I expected. Can you help me, or can you give me some advice? And I remember this one instance. One of my peers asked our sergeant, you know, to have a talk and to sit down and whatever. So our sergeant agreed to have this talk. He got, you know, all of us in a room and sat us down and said, okay, what's y'all's problems? What's y'all's concerns? Blase, blase, blase. People voiced their stuff. I didn't say anything. I said I was good. I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I expected some of this hazing stuff to occur and all that kind of stuff because I have, you know, plenty of people in the military. My granddad was a 27-year Marine. I had a cousin that just joined the Marine Corps. I had a cousin in the Army. So I knew what the military kind of was going to do to you when you first got in. But my peers, they did not have that same luxury of knowing what to expect. So these guys were kind of struggling, and they honestly voiced their concerns to this sergeant. But it's really crazy what this sergeant did after they voiced their concerns. So before he left out the room, he said, thank you for voicing it. Anytime that you have any kind of problems, always feel free to come, you know, let me know and things like that. But I will tell them to lay off of y'all. I will tell them to relax because it's not really supposed to be like that. It's supposed to seem like a team environment, blase, blase, blase. And guess what? That was a whole bunch of bullshit. Literally about maybe 30 minutes later, freaking Lance Corporals and Corporals bust into the door. They're like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all fucking snitching on us? Blah, 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 blah. So what the sergeant did was he acted like he cared, and then he went to go tell our seniors what my peers had said, so then we can go get fucking hazed. And that's exactly what happened. But that's just minor. That's minor compared to some of the toxic leadership things that go on in the Marine Corps. Another example I can give you is when people are about to have a child. Now, I know you cannot always just up and leave and go home just because you're having a child, but there are some instances where it is perfectly like you're capable to go see your kid be born. But the Marine Corps does not have that mindset. For instance, if someone was about to go to the field, right? But they were also expecting to have a kid within a week or within, let's say, a couple days. Instead of the Marine Corps saying, go home and witness your child being brought into this earth, you're gonna go sit in the field for, you know, a week and do nothing. You're gonna absolutely do nothing. The Marine Corps' leadership, honestly, as a whole sucks. First of all, the planning when going to the field and everything like that, once you get in, you'll see it. It sucks. The planning within the Marine Corps is absolute trash. These so-called leaders that, you know, hold themselves all high and mighty can't even manage, you know, time frames. Like, they suck at that. So what makes people think they're going to be able to lead people? But that's besides the point. But anyways, instead of the Marine Corps sending somebody home to go see their kid, they would rather have that number slot filled out in their paperwork and all these things, have their numbers look very, very good for the general and things like that, instead of letting somebody go home to witness their child being born. But don't let their kid get sick, or don't let their wife, you know, be about to push a child out. They're going to be the first ones home. They're going to instantly, oh, I need to go home. I need to take care of this. And what is going to occur is that staff sergeant, that gunnery sergeant, that first sergeant is going to be able to go home with no troubles whatsoever. because of the toxic leadership. I don't want a junior Marine to go home and watch his kid be born. But, oh, you're a staff sergeant, you're a gunny. Oh, absolutely. Go home and, you know, congratulations on having a new kid. Oh, okay, but we can also talk about the hazing part. Let's go touch back onto the hazing part. So, as I mentioned, 2017, 2018, 2019, we were getting fucking hazed. Like, that is a fact. No Marine can say I did not get hazed or I did not get touched or I didn't bob. No, that's bullshit. The Marine Corps did not give a fuck. Like, we were getting hazed. It was so bad to the point to where, of course, yeah, we were getting our heads shaven like every fucking week. Like, was that fucking annoying? Did I hate that? Yes. But was my life over? No, I didn't give a fuck. Like, I really didn't care. I got so used to not having hair as a new guy that it didn't bother me. But it did bother some people. And it went to such an extreme to where one guy decided he was not shaving his head anymore. And our seniors and machine gun seniors were like, hey, if this guy doesn't, you know, shave his head, we're gonna just fuck y'all up every single day until he gets a haircut, right? And this kid was like, he's standing firm. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all are gonna have to suffer. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm not doing this shit anymore. So what ended up happening is we went to the armory to clean rifles and things like that. We have all of our leadership there, all of our seniors. We got maybe some sergeants. There's probably a staff sergeant there. And everybody, you know, has to go to the armory to clean their weapons. We all get, you know, to the freaking armory and everyone's like, hey, yo, did so-and-so get the haircut yet? They were like, once we got back to the armory, if he didn't have his haircut, we were just gonna get fucked up every single day until blah, blah, blah. So everyone's like panicking, like, oh fuck, what's like, where's he at? Like, he's late to the armory. And then we see him walk into the armory. He does not have a haircut. So everyone's like, what the fuck? Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh. They see he doesn't have a haircut. They're like, yo, you have like 10 minutes. Run back to the barracks, shave your head, and you know, it'll be good. Everything will be good. And this guy was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking shave my hair, blah, 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 blah. So what happens is his peers grab him, hold him down, and shave his fucking head. Like, oh my God. You're so toxic of leaders that you're concerned about someone shaving their fucking head over cleaning their rifle, over them knowing their knowledge as a Marine, over them just being good in life and just having a good experience. You're more worried about them shaving your fucking head because you have so big of an ego because you've been in the Marine Corps for a fucking year longer or a year and a half longer. You think just because you went on a deployment that you get to just run everything about someone's life that's coming into the Marine Corps to get away from bad environment, to get a better life, to have a better experience. But no, you're more concerned about, you know, having a big dick contest and you want to say, oh, you're going to shave your head because you're a fucking boot. And now that kid got scarred because he got fucking tackled, got choked out, got held down to get his head fucking shaved over nothing just because they wanted us to feel like we're worthless. And that brings me to my next point. The Marine Corps as a whole does not give two fucks about you. Just like when you go out in town, not everyone gives a fuck that you're a Marine. And it's sad. Like, it is sad. It is so very sad that an organization that, you know, holds itself to such high standards and all so high values to treat you like absolute dog shit. When I say in the infantry, Marine Corps infantry, you're treated worse than shit, you're treated worse than shit. I cannot make that shit up. When I say we hated putting on our uniform every single fucking day, every single day I dreaded being a Marine. When I went out in town, I didn't tell anybody I was a Marine. I did not care. I don't want you to know I'm a Marine. I hate this shit. I hated it. Fucking hated it. But I tried to keep a positive mindset throughout because I understood there's going to be bad leaders, but I did not expect it to be that bad. You know what? But I know people might be like, well, the things you shared aren't that bad. Okay, cool. You know what? I'll step it up a notch. And this is something that's like a big problem in the Marine Corps that needs to get solved now. Out of any other branch, the Marine Corps has the most suicides out of any other branch. Why? Why is that? One of the things is the toxic leadership. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, people would ask their leaders for help. I need help. I'm getting hazed. I need help. I cannot handle this. This is too stressful. What am I supposed to do? Instead of sitting down with these junior Marines, sitting down with us and explaining to us, you know, it's not gonna be like this forever, or let me handle this. Let me go talk to your corporal. Let me go talk to your sergeant. Let me go talk to your lance corporal. Let me go talk to your seniors and see what the problem is, because I don't want this to escalate any further. No, instead of doing that, they fucking ignore you. They tell you to stop being a bitch, go back to your room, go back to doing whatever you're doing and get over it. That was their response. So what happens from that response is, like, kids, these are 17, 18, 19-year-old young men and women that some of them had no like father figure, no mother figure. They know nothing. They come to the Marine Corps and they want to be able to at least feel like they're part of something. Now you're asking for help. Someone's telling you, fuck you, go away, you're a bitch, like, go get out of my face. Now they have to go back to the room and sit in their room. What are they gonna do? They're gonna pick up a bottle. They're gonna start doing drugs and everything like that. And that's when people want to fucking kill themselves because they don't feel like they have anybody there to help them, right? And I had one instance to where a kid was getting hazed so bad, so fucking bad. He tried to get help. He did get help. So he came to me and said, I'm going to kill myself tonight. I'm going to kill myself tonight. This is going to be your last time talking to me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, no, you're not going to do that. Like, fuck that. I want to go get help. He didn't kill himself. But that's not the case for every single person. There was a guy that walked into the headquarters office and shot himself in his fucking head. What the fuck? How is that even a thing? How is that even possible for someone to be able to do that on base? This is on base. This guy ended his life for what? Because there wasn't leaders in place to make sure this guy was doing good, that, you know, this stuff, like, everything was put in place the right way. There's not leaders looking over that shit. There's not leaders that care that much to do that. Now, I'll take that back. There are leaders that are like that, but they're so outnumbered that it overshadows them. And then the leadership just needs to be fixed. You're not going to retain the Marine Corps. You're not. People are going to get out because y'all are doing a shit job. Grow the fuck up. You're grown men and women acting like fucking children. They just want to do good for them. They don't care. But you're put in this position. You're promoted to this position over somebody else, and you're just, abusing the power. And guys, honestly, I don't know where. At this point, I don't even know where I'm at in this video. It's just, there's so many examples I can give you about the toxic leadership and how it's just, there is none. There's no leadership hardly in the Marine Corps. So, like, people are not going to be able to have that full experience of Marine like it's supposed to be experienced until this problem gets fixed. And this is going to be my last point because this is just turning into a bit session and a rant. My last sergeant major, right? His mindset was, if I'm hated, I'm doing a great job. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, that shouldn't be a leader should not want that. Sure, not everyone's gonna like you, but you shouldn't want to be hated by your subordinates. What the fuck? You should want to be respected, right? They might not fully like you. Y'all might not be best friends, and that's cool. You're a leader. You don't have to be best friends with everybody, but they should respect you. We did not even respect this man. This man was violating our privacy. He would come into our room at 5 o'clock in the morning without a knock, without nothing, and just get the key and come into our room. We're in our fucking beds. Some guys are in their underwear. Like, what the fuck? Or some guys are getting out the shower trying to get ready for work, and this guy's just in the fucking room. You know what I'm saying? And it's just bullshit. The leadership is so bad. They care about your appearance. They care about what you look like, all these other things, instead of your performance as a Marine, instead of how good you are at your job. And I believe that is one of the most toxic leadership traits. They would rather you look picture perfect and be shit at your job than you to be good at your job and look shit, like, in person. Like, I don't get it. I would rather have somebody who knows how to do their job to the best of their ability and everything like that over somebody who just looks like a good Marine. Sorry, that's just my mindset. I would rather, when I go to war, know that somebody to my left and right knows exactly what they're doing versus to someone to my left and right having a nice-ass high and tight. Like, what the fuck? But I'm done. I'm done talking about it. Guys, someone asked me to make a video, toxic leadership. I'm sorry if it just wasn't structured perfectly. I'm sorry if it seemed like a rant, but I promise you it's all true information. It's not false information. I'm not that type of YouTuber. Like I said before, I'm here to help y'all, to make sure y'all had a better experience than me. I would rather y'all know what y'all are getting into than for y'all to get in and find out some shit and feel like someone failed you somewhere. I want to be able to say, or I want y'all to be able to say, at least Trell told me. You know what I'm saying? At least he mentioned it. He might not have fully explained it, but at least he gave me a heads up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you a heads up. You're going to have a toxic leader. You might have more than one. You might have nothing but toxic leaders, but you might also have nothing but good leaders. I'm just letting you know you have the possibility to really experience what a lot of Marines experience, which is the toxic leadership, and which is killing so many like good Marines' careers. Honestly, I would have stayed in the Marine Corps if I just had someone to mentor me when I was first in the Marine Corps, to someone to really just show me the way of how to be a good Marine, how to be a good leader. I did not have that experience. So my viewpoint on the Marine Corps was tainted. I just didn't care. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Hopefully you got some insight into how bad the toxic leadership in the Marine Corps actually is. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Also hit the like button. Dang, how did I fuck that up? I do this so many times. Also hit the like button if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. What do you want to see next? And if you have some toxic leadership examples you can give, please leave in the comments so people can see. Guys, share the video so people can get the word out. Get the word out so then a change can come. Just me doing a video and all these influencers doing videos, that's not going to cause a change. We need y'all to share the content. And it's not just my content. If you see a piece of content that is voicing something, you know what I'm saying, that can improve the Marine Corps, please share it. So guys, if you could, please share this video so like I said, the word can get out, guys. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.